Welcome to this video presentation presented by FFR Trading. In this presentation, we'll focus on trader Wendy Kirkland and her new Merit DIA program. But first, always be mindful that trading and investing is risky business. That's why FFR Trading exists, because most people fail trying to do this themselves. And that's why we pair you up with proven traders with proven track records and diversify you among them to help mitigate that risk. FFR Trading is a boutique vetting firm. What does that mean? It means that we've been evaluating traders and their strategies for over 15 years to find veteran traders with proven track records. We sift through the thousands of strategies out there to bring you the best of the best. Well, how do we do that? Well, each trader and strategy has to go through our 8-step certification process. Some of those steps include a thorough interview process where we get the rules for the strategy. The traders have to have at least 15 years of actual trading experience. We get a back test of the strategy and the trader's actual brokerage statements. If they can get through all that, the final step is we run that strategy on a live account to make sure that the trades are executed properly and it performs as anticipated. It's a pretty thorough process, I think you'd agree. Why might you consider one of our programs? If you're on the internet and searching for help, chances are that something in your financial world is not quite going according to plan. Maybe you're doing well with your own trading, but ask yourself, could you be doing even better? Will you be able to attain your goals on your own? Or would it make sense to have access to a trader that has successfully navigated the markets over the last 15 years or more? If you're not having success, what are you going to do about it? Well, hopefully we can provide a solution for you to consider that will put you on the right path if you're just getting started, or that may help you get back on track to reach those financial goals. For those of you who aren't familiar with Wendy Kirkland, let me give you some background information. Now, Wendy is one of the few traders that we offer that doesn't have any institutional background. She became an options trader really out of necessity after her family lost their successful gift shop business in a flood back in 2004. She was introduced to options and spent countless hours developing strategies that allowed her to have huge success over the years. Many of her students that I've spoken to over the years love her down-to-earth approach to teaching and the visual picture her strategies present that makes things much easier to understand. Wendy is also an accomplished author and has written a number of trading books, including Stress-Free Wealth Building and Prime Entry Profits. Let me now introduce you to one of Wendy Kirkland's entry-level trading strategies. In Wendy's Merit DIA program, Wendy trades the diamonds. That's the ETF for the Dow. She utilizes her P3 and P3.5 strategy, which is both a long and a short strategy. She is either buying calls or buying puts. She's only trading the Dow, or the ETF for the Dow, and she's trading off of a 15, a 30, 60, or maybe even a daily chart. Her entry could be based on several signals. One might be a new pattern confirmation, another might be an entry after a pullback, another may be entry at the strength stage. You can see here is an example of a trade alert that gets sent to your email or text, and it tells you what to do. Buy to open. The symbol is the DIA. This is a limit order. The options price is $3.95. In this case, the call or the put, in this case it's a call, is the July $252 call that expires July 24th. Trade alerts are for the day only, and if a trade is missed, Wendy suggests you just skip the trade and wait for the next trade setup. She does recommend an account size, a minimum of $10,000 to trade with, and she's going to allocate no more than $1,500 per trade alert. On average, there'll be 2 to 4 trades a month, depending on market conditions. Let's take a look at the performance of Wendy Kirkland's Merit DIA paycheck system. This is based on a $10,000 account size, again, the minimum that she recommends, allocating approximately $1,500 per trade alert. These numbers go back from January of 2018 all the way through the end of September here in 2022. And in that period, that $10,000 non-compounded turns into a net profit of $63,676. That's a return on capital of 849% during that period. She's averaging 181% per year. Pretty incredible numbers. Think about what that would do to your retirement account. Maybe you've got a retirement account that's just sitting there. If you're in this market currently, you're probably down between 10 to 30%, depending on what markets you're involved in. Would this help? Would this help you get to that goal, especially if you've only got 10 to 15 years before you're getting ready to retire? 10% a year return in a mutual fund isn't going to cut it. You're going to have to do something different. Might this help you to get to those goals? Or maybe you're looking for monthly income. If we look at the monthly average on a $10,000 account, she's averaging about $1,100 a month in profit. That's 15% per month on average. Would that help if you're looking to generate monthly income or supplement your monthly income? When we further break down the numbers here, you see she's winning 75% of the trades during this period, and her average winning trade is $600, the average losing trade $526. So the wins and losses are about the same size. The key here is the high win rate. Winning 75% of the trades, that's what gets the equity curve moving in that upward direction over time. There's always going to be these drawdowns. Every trader and every strategy has drawdowns. But a good strategy and a good trader will come out of that drawdown and go on to those new equity highs. And so far in 2022, the DIA program is up about 80%. Now you compare that to the stock market, which I said, depending on the market you're in, you're down between 10 to 15, maybe 20, even 30%, depending on the market. Wouldn't it be nice, while the market is trending lower, if you were up 80% this year? That might go a long way in helping you reach your financial goals. Now, here are all the individual trades that make up that trade summary. Here I focused on the trading activity for 2022. And you can see in 2022, she had 1, 2, 3 losing trades all the way through from January to this last trade, which was taken October 17th of 2022. That's a total of 29 trades with only 3 losses. If you're a new trader who's struggling, right, you're not profitable, obviously you need help. Ask yourself, would this help? Would partnering with Wendy help you reach your goals? Maybe you've got years of experience, but you've never achieved the kind of numbers that we're looking at here today. Would partnering with a professional like Wendy help? Would it help to see how she has successfully been helping others like yourself reach their goals faster? Maybe you're trying to build that retirement like we talked about, but you realize that 10% in a mutual fund over the next 10 to 15 years that you've got left to save for retirement isn't going to cut it. Would getting a return of over 50%, 100%, would that help? And even if you don't have the time to do this yourself, maybe you work full-time or you're busy running your own business, would it help to have Wendy's trade signals sent directly to a third-party registered broker who would execute the trades in your account for you? Would that help? As you think about those questions, let's look at an actual trade alert and trade setup. We'll take a look at this one from October 3rd in 2022. On October 3rd, Wendy sent out an alert to her subscribers to buy the November 325 calls in the DIA. So I've highlighted the day she initiated the call. You see the setup here. If you know Wendy's P3 setup, you know you're looking for the ADX and this PPO indicator, which is very similar to the MACD. When these two lines squeeze together like this, it's telling you that this market may be bottoming and ready to reverse. Now, she has different ways of entering once she sees that squeeze, but you can see the cross of the PPO line here. Also, you see the cross of the DI, the green, over the ADX line here. And that tells you that the trend is bullish, and you can see the move up that it made after bottoming after that squeeze. Would it help to receive an alert like that and then understand why you're placing that trade? As you go through the educational material, Wendy's going to show you these setups so you can find these trades for yourself. All right, let's talk about everything that does come with these services. First of all, access to these subscriptions are limited. We want to make sure it's a suitable investment for you. Also, programs may be limited due to the support staff that each trader has. they have to make sure they have enough staff available to take care of all the clients. Volume control is an important one. They can't have everybody taking the same trade setup. At some point, it shows up on the big bank's radar. And if it shows up on the big bank's radar, the big banks will trade against it. So they have to limit the number of subscriptions for that reason as well. All right, let's talk about the educational part of the program. Wendy is not just looking to hand you a fish each day. She's looking to teach you how to fish. So she introduced what she calls her Learn and Earn programs. So while you're getting those trade setups, those alerts sent to your email or your text, she's going to be teaching you her strategy so that you can be an independent trader and know how to do all this for yourself if you choose. About everything that comes with Wendy's Merit DIA program. First of all, you'll receive a welcome email. That's an orientation email. So you'll have links to all the educational material, all the information that you're going to need that'll get you oriented in the right direction. Of course, you're going to get the direct alerts to your email or cell phone. Those are the trade alerts. Plus, you get a daily market and position recap. So you always know where you stand. You know what trades were open that day, what trades will close that day, and what trades you're still currently holding. You'll have direct access to Wendy and her team. Any questions you have regarding the market and the methodology, you'll have support there. You'll also get all the educational material that comes with the program. So there are videos that you'll go through. There are PDFs, all the rules on how to trade options with Wendy. You'll have access to her biweekly market outlook. So you have a username and password. You can log in. That's kind of where you see her bigger picture outlook for the markets and what she's seeing in the markets currently. You will have access to third-party registered brokers. Again, that's an option for those that don't have the time to self-trade or execute those trades themselves. You can have a broker, one of these third-party registered brokers that works with Wendy's students. They can execute the trades on your behalf. And of course, you do get access to us here at FFR Trading. And our role here is to help you build a well-diversified portfolio of strategies. You never want to have just one strategy running, because what will happen is at some point that strategy will go into drawdown. And it's best to have another strategy, at least a non-correlated strategy. So maybe you have another strategy that trades futures. And so when the stock market is crashing, commodities may be booming. And that program may be doing very well when your stock program is in a drawdown. Here's a testimonial from one of my clients, Dr. D. He said, I've been investing for over 20 years, wandering in the desert. This has led me to learning everything from options to Forex, regretfully from every guru and charlatan peddling their snake oil. He said, I'm so glad I came across FFR. So if you're out there and you're struggling, you want to learn more about our programs and what we can offer you, see if this is a good fit for you, you can contact us at 800-883-0524 or 737-292-4425 if you're outside the U.S., or email us at support@ffrtrading.com. Well, we hope this presentation has been helpful and will go a long way to your trading success. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in next week's video.